Ladies and gentlemen, in studio, the guy who's taken over the world in the last 36 hours. From, Central New York, and now from The Voice, Mr. Ryan Quinn. Good morning, man.
Good morning. What's going on?
This is so weird.
Yes. So you've had an interesting 36 hours.
Very interesting 36 hours. The most interesting 36 hours I've ever had.
Most interesting 36 hours I've ever seen anyone have.
I know.
Because, and you've really flown under the radar as far as, going to audition, your very first audition. On Wikipedia, it said that the initial audition, the cattle call down in New York City, happened in July. Is that
correct?
That's
correct, yeah.
And so that's when your voice journey started. Mm-hmm. And, I know that there are things that contractually you can't say and couldn't say and whatnot. And at one point, all you could do was say, "Hey, I auditioned."
Yep.
And a lot of people were like, whoa, where'd this come? Huh? What? Huh?
Yeah, I know.
All of a sudden, they put out the teaser for The Voice, and there it is. You're literally on screen for half a second. Mm-hmm. And people are like, oh my God, that's Ryan Quinn.
Yeah, I know.
And all of a
people
sudden,
freaking out.
And all of a sudden, Central New York had like a spasm, and like literally your world has blown up over the last couple of weeks, but especially the last 24 hours. Talk to me about. I have lots of questions.
Sure.
And I know people do 733-KISS 733-5477. I know that there's certain things you're not allowed to talk about as of yet, contractually and whatnot. So if I touch somewhere or whatever, just tell me and we'll move on. All right.
Of course. Yeah.
As far as how long have you been sitting on this? How long have you been sitting on all four? Turning around, Christina and Adam Levine literally like fighting over you and breaking Christina Aguilera's heart and the whole.
That's gonna be like the best moment of your life.
You've been sitting. I can't imagine because the pre-roll for your thing there was no snow, so they must have been here before. I'm making assumptions. I'm assuming the cameras were here before Christmas. For that stuff, so I can just imagine like how long it's been like a personal just torture to have this amazing news, and all you want to do is scream it from the rooftops, and you have to sit there twiddling your thumbs for months.
I'm a pretty quiet guy, just but
yeah.
This has been really hard even for me. I can't say exactly when,
right?
But I will let you know that it.
Was it before Christmas?
Yeah, it was long. It's been a while. It has been a while, and my audition was not on Monday. I auditioned before that.
Wow, man, that is.
I know.
I can't. I'm very like, hey guys, hey, this happened. Woo! I don't know if I can.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I just amazing.
That's why I had to fall off the radar. I had to just kind of like not play any gigs for a little while and just essentially just avoid people because I was afraid I would slip, at some point, and so I had to be kind of like a recluse.
You're just like hiding in your house. You're just like hiding in the dark, watching Netflix,
shaking. Like,
I'm so alone.
So since just when you announced that you were auditioning, your world started to change already, especially on a local level. We were talking off the air about how you announced, you were allowed to announce that you had auditioned, and because everyone saw you on the promo, and then you had the gig at Court, and all of a sudden it was packed out because everyone, for anyone who hadn't seen you yet, it gives them an opportunity to see exactly what's going on. And so go from there to Monday night. Did you know ahead of time it was going to be Monday night, or were you watching with your family and all of a sudden you were like, oh boy, here we go?
No, they don't tell us. They don't tell us when we're going to be on.
Okay.
So I've been watching all the episodes, and I know all these people really well now, because I spent so much time with them. So it's been really fun seeing them, but I've been like dying slowly inside, wondering when I'm going to show up. And closing that episode, I had a heart attack. I had my whole family just happened to be available, and we all were just screaming at the top of our lungs. So excited.
I was screaming, and it was like myself and my girlfriend. I was screaming because in the beginning you were in that big opening montage, and I saw you, and I was like, this is the one. Quinn's on tonight. Ryan Quinn's on tonight. Oh my! And so every time they would come back for a commercial, and they would introduce the next audition. Oh, it's not him.
Is this one him?
Oh, it's not him. And then I realized that you were closing the show, and I'm like, oh my God.
Can I just
Same
tell
thing
you
happened to
though,
me.
as soon as you started singing, nothing but goosebumps from like my feet all the way up to my shoulders.
Thank
That's
you.
all I had. It's like even down the back of my neck, like the hairs were standing up, and I was like, oh, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Central New York's Ryan Quinn in studio, The Voice on NBC. He is on Team Adam. You can follow him on Twitter at I am Ryan Quinn. Has that sunk in yet? Like, because I mean, literally, dude, you were on CNN yesterday. You were on the homepage of Yahoo.
I know.
You were featured on the New York Post website all yesterday. You were
Literally like blew up.
I didn't know that one.
Oh yeah, New York
Look
Post.
at his face. He's like, what?
Yeah, New
Really?
York Post website. There's the whole thing. They shared the link of your audition, the whole kit and caboodle.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're a big deal.
Number 2 on
Dang.
iTunes. On
You're
the,
pretty
on
big
the rock.
deal.
I mean, come on. It's gotta be just, especially because you're just you're Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Well,
Yeah.
and what I mean by that is, we've known you for years here. You used to intern here, for crying out loud. But you're just, it's Ryan, good dude, humble, not braggadocious at all.
No, not at all.
So being able to go, going from there to all of a sudden your face is, all over the world. It's got to be. I can't even imagine.
Yeah. I can't even imagine.
He's speechless.
I literally don't know what to say about it. It really just hasn't sunken in. I've seen the articles after the New York Post. Apparently, I've seen a bunch of them. I've seen that I apparently broke Christina's heart, which is hilarious.
Right.
I've seen it all, but it's just like I'm dissociating it with myself. I'm like, oh, Ryan Quinn did all this. I'm not really thinking that it's me
Right.
that did all of it. It hasn't clicked yet.
It's like you're looking at yourself and it's like a stranger.
Yeah.
It doesn't even feel like you. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Sure. So, again, Ryan Quinn is in studio, The Voice, Mondays and Tuesdays on NBC. In fact, tonight they're doing like a recap, best of auditions. I have a feeling that he's going to be shown.
Oh, most definitely.
That'll probably happen.
Most definitely.
So if you missed the initial thing, because what the YouTube link that everyone's watching is just the song. So I would imagine tonight they're going to do like that piece they did, your backstory and whatnot will be part of tonight's episode. So if you want to catch that, if you missed that, check that out tonight on NBC. You got a little bit of time? Can you hang out for a couple minutes?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. So why don't we do this? Ryan Quinn in studio. And we were talking about this before you got here. Ways to support you. Obviously, everyone's super excited, but ways to support you in the eyes of The Voice. Likes on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Followers on Twitter.
Oh, God, yeah.
And buying the songs on iTunes.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
All of
how.
that.
All of that.
All of
yes.
it.
All social media, everything.
It all factors in. So the more that you can do that absolutely helps Ryan and his quest to win this season of The Voice. I have behind the scenes questions. I have Banna wants to know if Adam Levine is as sexy in person as he is on TV. So we have all that. If you have a question for Ryan, you can dial it up 733-KISS 733-5477 or hit us up on Facebook or Twitter. More with Ryan Quinn in studio next here on KISS FM.